shouted and puffed. "What's that thing you've made out of my trufula truff?" "Look, Lorax," I said. "There's no cause for alarm. I chopped just one tree. I'm doing no harm. I'm being quite useful. This thing is a thneed. A thneed's a fine something that all people need. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat. But it has other uses, yes, far beyond that. You can use it for carpets, for pillows, for sheets, or curtains, or covers, for bicycle seats." The Lorax said, "Sir, you're crazy with greed. There's no one on earth who would buy that full thneed." Everybody see the Lorax pop out of the trunk of the thneed? Joseph, everybody see that? But the very next minute, I proved he was wrong, for just at that minute, a chap came along, and he thought that the thneed I had knitted was great. He happily bought it for $3.98. I laughed at the Lorax. "You poor silly guy, you never can tell what some people will buy." "I repeat," cried the Lorax, "I speak for the trees." "I'm busy," I told him. "Shut up, if you please." I rushed across the room, and in no time at all built a radio phone. I put in a quick call. I called all my brothers and uncles and aunts, and I said, "Listen here, here's a wonderful chance for the whole Once-the family to get rich mighty quick. Get over here fast, take the road to North Niche. Turn left and we walking, sharp right at South Snitch." And in no time at all, in the factory I built, the whole Once-the family was working full tilt. We were all knitting thneeds, just as busy as bees, to the sound of the chopping of trufula trees. See, the Lorax is hiding behind the little bush there, and there's the thneed factory. Want to give you a look at that? Then, oh baby, oh, how my business did grow. Now chopping one tree at a time was too slow. So I quickly invented my super axe hacker, which whacked off 4 trufula trees at one smacker. We were making thneeds 4 times as fast as before, and that Lorax, he didn't show up anymore. But the next week he knocked on my new office door. He snapped, "I'm the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please. But I'm also in charge of the brown barbaloots, who played in the shade in their barbaloot suits, and happily lived eating trufula fruits. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough trufula fruit to go round. And my poor barbaloots are all getting the crummies because they have gas. No food in their tummies. They love living here, but I can't let them stay. They'll have to find food, and I hope that they may. Good luck, boys," he cried, and he sent them away. I, the Onceler, felt sad as I watched them all go, but business is business, and business must grow, regardless of crummies and tummies, you know. Does everybody see the trufula whacker? The Lorax, watching as the brown barbaloots go away? I meant no harm, I most truly did not. But I had to grow bigger, so bigger I got. I biggered my factory, I biggered my roads, I biggered my wagons, I biggered the loads of the thneeds I shipped out. I was shipping them forth to the south, to the east, to the west, to the north. I went right on biggering, selling more thneeds, and I biggered my money, which everyone needs. Then again he came back. I was fixing some pipes when that old nuisance Lorax came back with more gripes. "I'm the Lorax." He coughed and he whiffed. He sneezed and he snuffed. He snarled and sniffed. "Once the..." he cried with a crufulous croak. "Once the... You're making such a smogulous smoke. My poor swami swans, why, they can't sing a note. No one can sing who has smog in his throat. And so," said the Onceler, "please pardon my cough. They cannot live here, so I'm sending them off." Where will they go? I don't hopefully know. They may have to fly for a month or a year to escape from the smog. You smogged up around here. So does everybody see all the smoke coming out of the factories, out of the pipes of the factories that's dirtying up all the air, making it unsafe for the animals to live in? What's more, snapped the Lorax, his dander was up, just let me say a few words about gluppity-glup. Your machinery chugs on day and night without stop, making gluppity-glup, also sloppity-slop. And what do you do with this leftover goo? I'll show you, you dirty old monster man, you. And then I got mad. I got terribly mad. I yelled at that Lorax. Now listen here, Dad, all you do is yap, yap, and say, bad, 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 bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, and I'm telling you, I intend to go on doing just what I do. And for your information, you Lorax, I'm figuring on biggering and biggering and biggering and biggering, turning more trufula trees into needs, which everyone needs. And at that very moment, we heard a loud whack. From outside in the fields came a sickening smack of an axe on a tree. Then we heard the tree fall, the very last trufula tree of them all. No more trees, no more needs, no more work to be done. So in no time, my uncles and aunts, every one, all waved me goodbye. They jumped into my cars and drove way under the smoke-smothered stars. Now all that was left beneath the bad-smelling sky was my big empty factory, the Lorax, and I. The Lorax said nothing, just gave me a glance, just gave me a very sad backward glance as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants. And I'll never forget the grim look on his face when he hoisted himself and took leave of this place through a hole in the smog without leaving a trace. And all that the Lorax left here in this mess was a small pile of rocks with the one word, unless. Whatever that meant, well, I just couldn't guess. That was long, long ago, but each day since that day I've sat here and worried away. Through the years, why my buildings have fallen apart. I've worried about it with all of my heart. But now, says the once-look, now that you're here, the word of the Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. So, catch, calls the once-look. He let something fall. It's a trufula seed. It's the last one of all. You're in charge of the last of the trufula seeds. And the trufula trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new trufula, treat it with care, and give it clean water, and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest, protect it from axes that hack, and the Lorax and all of his friends may come back. The once-look throws down a seed to him. And that is the end.